Hi, Jason Goodall, GQue Barbecue. Today I'm going to honor the late, great Elvis Presley with a burger. This burger is going to be salty, it's going to be savory, it's going to be smoky, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. It's sure to get you all shook up. If you want to see how we do that, it's coming up right now. Here at GQue Barbecue, we are all about the grilling and chilling lifestyle. If that's something that interests you, smash down that subscription button and hit that bell notification, and you won't miss any of our videos. The peanut butter and banana sandwich was a favorite of Elvis's, so much to the point where it's often referred to as the Elvis sandwich. We don't really make sandwiches here on this channel, but we do make burgers. So we're gonna make the Elvis burger, but if we were making it in true Elvis form, it probably would just be peanut butter, bananas, and a burger patty. However, this burger is gonna be made for Elvis's fat years. We're gonna caramelize some bananas and smoke off some bacon to really set the Elvis burger off. Now, I never had peanut butter on a burger before, but I also haven't had a donut burger, but we made a video of that. If you want to see that, go ahead and click that iCard up above. We're going to be cooking the Elvis burger today on the Weber kettle using a ballistic griddle. I'm going to get the fire going by filling a chimney up about a little bit past halfway with some charcoal briquettes. We're going to get that fire going. So these coals are all lit. I can tell because I'm starting to see the ashing all around the coals on that layer underneath the top. And on the top set, I can start to see the ashing coming up around the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump these. We're gonna cook a couple things indirectly. We're gonna do the bananas and the bacon indirectly. So I'm gonna push all the coals to one side and we'll set it all up so we can cook the bananas and the bacon over here. We wanna aim for a temperature somewhere around 275 and 300 degrees indirectly. And by also having all the coals over to one side, it's set up nicely to do the burgers because we are gonna cook the burgers directly over the heat using the ballistic griddle. So we'll have all that really good heat on that one side for the burger cook. Got some nice thick cut bacon that I'm gonna put on the grill. We're gonna let these guys go indirectly at about 350 degrees so they get cooked just the way you like them. I like a little bit of crispiness to my bacon, so I'm gonna let these guys get a little crispy before I remove them. Here's a little trick that I like to do to the bacon that I make. Add your favorite barbecue rub to it. It's gonna really amp up the flavor. Today, of course, I'm using my favorite, so you know that's GQue barbecue rub. I'll put a link down in the description if you wanna try it. It is absolutely delicious on bacon. They don't call Elvis the king for nothing. So in order to honor him, we can't just do bananas, we gotta do caramelized bananas. We're gonna add a little bit of brown sugar, we're gonna allow that to heat up and create this nice sweet coating, something Elvis would absolutely love. Because we are cooking indirectly right now, go ahead and take your vent and put that to the side opposite where the fire is coming. What this is gonna allow is that hot air as it rises to come up over the food and then out the vent. Okay, so our bacon's starting to come along nicely. You can kind of tell the ones that are closer to the heat, it's getting cooked a little bit faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip these, but I'm also gonna flip them so that the ones that have been away from the heat are gonna move towards the heat, so they all kind of finish around the same time. And then I'm also going to apply one more light coat of the rub. In addition to making it taste really good, it's gonna give it a beautiful brown mahogany color. So we'll let those guys go. I would like to see a little bit more color over here on the bananas. I'm a little worried these guys are gonna get really difficult to handle. So I'm gonna add those to this little pan. That's gonna help me keep them all in place. I'm gonna try to keep them in as big a pieces as possible. So this guy is still intact, but I'm gonna break them in half. Put them in there. They're already starting to get nice and soft, which I like. And with each layer, I'm gonna put a little more brown sugar on there just to really get them nice and sweet. So we want to keep the pieces still nice and long that are going to fit well on a hamburger. We want to be careful that we don't turn these into pureed bananas. So this has been going for another 5 minutes or so. Bacon's starting to come along nicely. I do want to get it crisp, so I'm going to let it go for about another 10 minutes. This bananas is looking really nice. The brown sugar is starting to make a really beautiful glaze, and it's being captured by this pan right here. But I love that we're going to get the grill marks on the bananas to get some good grill flavoring on them that we wouldn't get if we cooked them in the pan the entire time. Oh yes, this bacon's been cooking for about another 10 minutes, and look at that beautiful golden brown color to it. Still fairly limp, but it's going to crisp up as we take it off the heat. This is exactly what I'm going for, and by rotating them halfway through everything's cooked pretty evenly. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove these guys, put them on the cutting board. Also, take a look at these bananas. They've caramelized up nicely with the melted brown sugar down here. Got the beautiful grill marks on here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys off the heat too. Nice and soft. These are gonna be delicious on the burger. So I want you guys to take a look at the charcoal over here. You can see it's starting to get pretty worn down. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some fresh coals to this. This will allow us to get a nice hot fire for our burgers. I'm gonna add the ballistic griddle. I'm gonna give those coals about 3 minutes so they give a chance to get nice and hot and bring the temperature up on this ballistic griddle, and then we'll get the burgers on. So I've got 2 quarter-pound beef burger patties right here. These are ground at Whole Foods right down the street, and they are my burger patties in a pinch when I can't grind my own. These are made up of brisket, beef chuck, and short rib, and they are absolutely delicious. I'm gonna season these guys up with a little bit of fresh ground salt and fresh ground pepper once I get them on the grill. So our grill's getting nice and hot. Got some canola oil that I'm gonna put down on the ballistic griddle. I'm gonna go ahead and season this with some salt and some pepper. Beautiful crust on those burgers. That's exactly what we're going for because that's where all the flavor is. Listen to that sizzle. Do you hear it? That's going to make another excellent crust on the bottom side of those burgers. Season this side with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So our burgers are getting close. I'm going to go ahead and crust off some buns. We got a brioche bun. Get a good toasty flavor going on that. Give the burgers another 2 minutes and we'll assemble. So it's been a couple minutes. Got a good toast on our buns, so we're gonna pull those guys off. Our burgers are looking fantastic. They smell so good. We're gonna go ahead and pull these guys off. Look at that. Beautiful crust on those burgers. The king would probably go ahead and make a double out of those 2 beautiful patties, get a good beefy half-pound burger. However, I got 4 guys back there in the kitchen that I know want to try this also, so I'm gonna make a couple of singles. Let's go ahead and assemble the burger. First thing I'm gonna do is put some creamy peanut butter down on the bottom. Another thing this peanut butter is gonna do, since it's mostly fat, is it will act as a barrier so all the juices won't make this bottom bun soggy. Mayonnaise also does a good job. We're gonna put that guy right there. Look at the juice left over from the burgers just sitting there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 more coat of peanut butter on top of the burger. And what this is going to do, besides just adding flavor, is it's gonna act as an adhesive for the bananas. Careful not to go too thick here. You still want beef to be the primary thing you taste on these burgers. So if you put too much peanut butter on here, it becomes like a peanut butter sandwich and not a hamburger. So just a nice light coat of peanut butter will do the trick. Just something to hold those bananas in place. Now we got our gooey, sweet, grilled, caramelized bananas. Let's see if I can take these guys out without breaking them. Wow, look at that, beautiful. Love the grill marks on those. Beautiful. I've got some leftover melted brown sugar right here that I'm gonna just drizzle over the bananas. Look at that. Sure we get a good sweet. Bananas are already naturally sweet. This is really gonna take it over the top. Now I got crispy smoked bacon right here. Love that texture. This is gonna add a nice crunch to it. Seasoned with GQue rub to add another wallop of flavor, as if there's not already enough going on. And finally, to give it 1 more contrast and flavor, we're gonna go sweet again with a little bit of honey. Just drizzle that honey right over the top. And there you have it, the Fat Elvis burger. If you like peanut butter on your burgers, you've got to give the Elvis burger a shot. While satisfying, it's also very rich. A couple of bites would probably be enough for me. I don't think I could eat a whole one of these burgers. If you want to try a different unique burger, go ahead and try the donut burger by clicking on the box down below. If you like these videos, if you want to see more of them, go ahead and subscribe by clicking my face right there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.